to another video of mine. I'm going to do my shot stash for the month of June, and I am so ready to get some of this stuff out because I've already naturally been pulling it from my my other drawers because I've been a little bit tired of some of these items this month. As always, I've got some Project Pan items in here as well, but we'll just go through everything that I've been working on that I pulled from my shot my stash. So I have the Lost in Amalfi bronzer here from Kiko Milano. I have been loving this the last couple of weeks. I don't know. I feel like the dome is kind of falling, but ever so slightly. I might roll this into a Project Pan at some point. I've been also working on the Bear With Me Blur foundation from NYX. I do like this, but I think I said it in another video. I'm worried I'm going to go through it too fast. I do want to roll that one out. This is one that wasn't in my Shop My Stash, but I've been grabbing it naturally. Obviously, it's the ABH Cream Bronzer. You can see I tried to Project Pan this or at least just hit pan in it last year. And I kind of want to do that, but maybe I'll save that for my actual Project Pan video. But this one's not supposed to be in here, so let's put that away. Okay, so the next Freeze Face. This is weird. This is so weird, and it's very cooling. So I don't know. I mean, I use it a few times. Obviously, you can see I've kind of digged in just at the top. You don't need a lot, and it does give a nice, really refreshing feel to the skin. But other than that, don't really know what it's for. So the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. I really only like this if I use the teensiest amount. Like the tiniest amount of concealer you can think of, that's how much I can get away with this. Because if I use just a little bit more, where I can, you know, kind of get away with it with other concealers, oh my goodness, it looks so cakey, it looks so bad. It's just too thick. It's too full coverage, it's too thick for my aging skin. So I really wanted to like it, but it's too much. So for a full coverage concealer, it's a good one. For me, not so good. Okay, the NYX Marshmallow Primer. This one I've liked, and I still don't even know what it does. This is another one where I bought it on a whim. You know, it's one of these viral products. It was a couple years ago that it was launched, and I never picked it up, so I was like, well, fine, I'll pick it up. And a lot of people love this primer. I don't know really what it does, but I guess I used it a few times. This one, though, I'm going to be rolling into my Project Pan, I'm pretty sure, because I worked on this a lot the previous Project Pan years, and I did not roll it into my Project Pan this year, but I did go into it like 5 times this month, and I was enjoying myself. It's such a beautiful highlighter for this time of year, and I feel like maybe this is the time to finish it. So anyway, this is Colourpop Coasting, which I don't think you can get, but I actually really like their Super Shock highlighters. I know a lot of people don't like these, and this is a little bit daunting, but honestly, the product itself is really thin. It's still quite a bit of product, but this is the second one that I have panned. If I finish this one, it'll be the second one that I've panned, and I think they're actually really stunning and beautiful, so I don't mind. Okay, the Moon Prism Blush from Lunar Beauty. This one I have enjoyed. I haven't gone into it a huge amount. I actually have found that I haven't gone into many blush this month. I just haven't been using blush. I've been just bronzing, and then I feel like if I do blush on top of the bronzer, it's been a little bit too much because I already have a little bit of a tan. So anyway, I've actually really enjoyed this shade. I wore that shade the other day, and then I've enjoyed this one, which is the only sort of shimmery blush, but it's really beautiful. It's so beautiful. It reminds me of a few other ones that I have in my collection that I cannot think of right now. But anyway, beautiful palette. I just didn't get a huge amount of use on it. This one, however, I did. This is the frosting from What's Up Beauty. No, this is from Cosmic Brushes. I always say the wrong thing. This is Cosmic Brushes highlighter trio here, and you can see I've been going in just with my like an inner corner highlight with most of these. I think I might have gone into this one as well, maybe on the face, but I think I mostly went into these two, and they were mostly for eye looks. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed it as an inner corner. Stunning. On the face, it's also actually really subtle. It's not too bad. I think that they're actually okay. They are quite glittery, but they're actually really beautiful. And if you use a big brush, they're actually not bad on the skin. They don't look too bad. So I actually really liked it, and I don't think it emphasizes my texture when I put it on my cheeks, which is really nice. Okay, we're getting down to it. I didn't really pick that many items. So I've got the Glowish by Huda Beauty. This is the Fair Light shade. You know, I think this is oxidized. I think this is even darker than what it used to be. I think that's what I'm feeling with this, because when I went into it at the start of when I first rolled it for my Shop My Stash, I kind of felt like it was just a little too dark, and it definitely is a summer shade for me now, even though it's fair light. So you think it was very light, but it's really not. And when I first bought it, I did think, okay, this is not like the lightest shade that they have, and I definitely would have preferred the lighter shade, but I think it's definitely oxidized. Absolutely. I've had it for a couple of years now, and I definitely think it's just gotten darker, which is fine, but it just makes it harder to use. And I don't know if I expanded it. I might have expanded the pan ever so slightly. You can see over here, but maybe not. I don't know. It was something that I really loved, but I didn't really love it this month. I've got my little lip and cheek bum bum from Deli Plus, and this is just a cheek and lip duo. This is so stunning. I did go into this a few times, but like I said, I wasn't really going into that many blush items this month, so didn't use it a huge amount. However, it's still pretty, and I got a little bit of use, so I was happy with that. I did also use these. I didn't pull them from my Shop My Stash, but just to give you a heads up, I have spoken about this. This is the NYX Thick It Stick It brow mascara. So I did use that a few times this month and been playing around with it, trying to make it work for me. And then I've got the Misha 4D mascara here, which I did open up, and I've gone into a few more times since then. So these are like ongoing. Once I finish my Mactastic mascara, I will use the Misha constantly. I also went into my Beauty Bay eye base a few times, not too many times. And then I always have my Nabla freckle maker here, which I really love. Like for the actual, like the freckle tints that I've tried, which I think there's only been 3 of them. This is stunning. I really, really enjoyed it. Some other things that I have in here, just FYI, if you haven't seen a Shop My Stash before, I have this one. This is the brow from Benefits, the Precisely My Brow Pencil, and I've been enjoying this. I've been using it, and that's all I have left. So this one is almost gone. You can see there's like nothing left here. Crazy. I know this is like a small sample of it. It's not like the full size, but I only have a tiny bit left of this, and then it is done. So I've been working on that, and then I also have been working on this, which is my little ABH Clear Brow Gel, which again I think is probably almost done. So these hopefully will be like empty soon. I think everything else here are project pan items, so I will talk about it in my next video. All right, let's look at lipsticks. So any lip products is like what I did last month. I've been putting them in here of what I've been using. So a few new items in here actually. I got all 3 of these from my recent sort of haul try on first impressions video that I did. They're all from Etude, and they're the Fixing, what is their official name? They're the Etude Fixing Tint. So I've got Woody Pink, I have Coral Breeze, and then Salmon Brick. So Salmon Brick I've gone into a couple times, Coral Breeze I've definitely gone into a couple times, and then Woody Pink I've gone into once. They're actually all stunning. I like them all. And I think the formula is so light and feels really good on the lips. So really, really nice to use those. Another one that I used a couple times this month was the NYX This Is Milky Gloss. I love this one. I've always wanted to get more shades, but they never have the shades that I want whenever I looked in store. And then I just haven't done it online, but I actually really love this formula. This is the salted caramel shake one. So I went into that one. I did do a couple, or maybe, yeah, no, I did a couple of red looks this last month. So I went into my Maybelline Superstay Vinyl ink. Does it have a shade? Yeah, this is the shade 50 Wicked, and it is definitely wickedly red. It's like that, it's like a blue red though. It's like definitely a cool tone red. And then I have this one, which I would say is more of a true red, but maybe has a little bit of a blue tone red to it. It's definitely not an orange red. And this one I've had for ages. This is BD Trade Secrets. I don't even know if it exists. I bought this when I lived in America, and this is the shade Runway. So I did go into a couple reds this month. A few, what else? I mean, most of these are all nudes, actually, to be fair. I did go into my Nomad Fête de Provence lip gloss. This is the shade In the Fête, so in the parties, basically. And it's just this glossy, glittery, pink, gorgeous shade. So that's a lot of fun. And then I have a lot of nudes here. I have the Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lip in Nude Potion. I've got my Clinique Bare Pop, which is basically a nude, like a satin nude. And I have the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Stone. Very gorgeous nude. This one's also a nude. This is another vinyl, the Superstay Vinyl ink from Maybelline, and this is Peachy. It's like a peachy nude. And then I have my Makeup Factory. I went into this last month, but I went into it again. This month it's the Makeup Factory. I think it's called Naked, the shade, but it doesn't have show it on the packaging. But again, just a really lovely brownie nude there. And my Pixie is also a nude. This one is just the Shea Butter Lip Balm. I don't even know if it has a name to it. I've had this for ages, but it still smells divine and works lovely. So yeah, I've got tons of nudes here that I've been going into. Nudes is just what I've been wanting so far. A few different ones. So I have a much more of a peachy shade here. This is the Color Sensational Peach Poppy. So more of that vibrant coral peach, I guess. And then this is clear, but it's actually not. It's a lip changing lip gloss from Glam Shop. It's called Magic, and it goes red. Like my lips always just go like reddish pink, like more like pinky red. It's like a very bubblegum pink. So I would say that was kind of fun. Went into my smoothie stick from the Beauty Crop a couple times. This is in Saucy Marcella. Such an easy shade for me to wear and just really, really comfortable on the lips. So I've had this for a while too, but it still is beautiful. I went into my e.l.f. lip pen as well. This one I hadn't gone into ages. This is Dash of Pink. So I did have a few pink moments this month, not too many, but this was fun and also still works great. So that's great. And then the only lip liner I went into is from my BH Cosmetics, and this is the shade Earth, and it is a nude shade. So yeah. Anyway, those are all the lip products. Quite a lot. I'm quite pleased. Ever since I started tracking all the lipsticks that I've been using every month, I've been really, really enjoying just seeing like what I actually do use, because actually it's been really, really helpful, because otherwise I just kept forgetting. All right, so I'm gonna try to do this better than last video, because last month's video I was showing you a bunch of palettes, and then when I went to edit the video I realized I wasn't actually showing the screen. So I'm really gonna try to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. So anyway, just to give a FYI of what's going on in here, let me just yeah, there you go. Okay, so these are all of my pan nose eyeshadows. So they kind of stay in their own corner. This is my Pan That palette in order, which I need to do an update on soon. This is my Pan That palette. And then I keep it with my Project Level Up palette. So I keep like all of the official sort of panning palettes together. Everything in this little tub are my eyeshadows that I want to use, like my year-long eyeshadow project pan. So basically I want to use the shades in these palettes 24 times or hit pan within this year. So I keep them here to remind myself to pull them. Obviously the month just ended, so I usually do like a tracking system at the end of the month where I've been ranking all of the palettes that I've used previously, and a lot of these were sitting up top, but now I've put them back down because I haven't used them yet. And then over here are Shop My Stash items. So we have quite a lot that we pulled last time, or I kept in last time, and so I'm gonna put these back down in the drawers and then pick some new stuff. Obviously I don't want to go crazy because you can see I have a lot that I'm working on, but it is fun to roll in some new palettes. So the Naughty from Huda Beauty, I didn't go into this as much as I wanted to this month, but I did go into it a few times, so that's absolutely fine. As long as I just keep playing with my makeup, I think I'll be happy with that. Maybe I'll grab it naturally, you know, one day maybe I'll just feel like using it, but for now I am going to obviously put it back down. The SheGlam Virtuous Virgo, I kept this in another month because I hadn't gone into it, but I did go into it this last month and I really enjoyed the couple shades that I did end up using. So that one's fine. And then the Muesli Noah from Glam Shop, I really enjoyed this last month. I got really gorgeous looks from it, and I spoke about it in my sort of ranking video, how I enjoyed it and stuff. So that one was fine. And then the new neutrals from GlossGods, I did like the Virtuous Virgo from SheGlam. I did keep this in another month because I just hadn't used it the previous month too much, and I don't know, I was just a little bit underwhelmed by it this month. So maybe I'm just done with these neutrals. There's definitely some palettes that I want to pick, and I think I'm into some like colorful looks at the moment. Having said that, I didn't actually go into this one all that much. I only went into one shade in this one, so maybe I'll keep the Summer and Tropez from BH out. I don't know. This one, I think, I mean, I definitely went into this blue, believe it or not, which is a little bit odd. And I don't think, maybe aside from the Get Ready With Me, I actually don't think I used this in the Get Ready With Me. I don't recall, but I didn't rank it because I don't remember using any of the other shades other than this blue. So I'm going to think about whether I want to keep this in for another month because I do think it's a really lovely summer palette. It's called Summer and Tropez, and if I'm not going to use it now, when am I going to use it? So let me just put that to the side. Let's think about it. I'm going to put these all back and all the rest of my makeup back, and then let's start pulling stuff. Let's do it. And my dog's in the background snorting, so if you hear him, I apologize. But anyway, you should see everything in the drawer. It's quite hard to show you everything. You know, it doesn't go back too far, but even I feel like this is just getting a little out of hand. Okay, so anyway, I did go into this this month just once, but it's a new product of mine. It's from Purito, and it's the Sika Clearing BB Cream. I have Neutral Ivory. Actually was a really nice shade. It's just a BB cream, so it didn't have any full coverage or anything, but I think now that I have kind of a tan going on, I've been really enjoying that. So I think I'm going to pull this just for the fun of it. I will pull another one too, but I definitely want to pull this. Oh, this is what I wanted to pull, the Charlotte's Tilbury Beautiful Skin, because I feel like this is oxidized. This is the shade 2, but I've always thought like during the winter it was a little dark, but now I think it's going to be fine. So I'm also going to pull this. It's also not a formula that I'm all that keen on, so I'm keen to use more of it. So I'm going to pull those two. I think they will be a nice combination. I think in terms of concealer, I have actually come back into this one. This is from The Same, and it's just obviously this little potted concealer, and it's actually been quite nice. I have enjoyed it. So I think I'm going to pull this one as well. I want to get a little bit more use. And then I also want to pull my Nabla close-up because I love this and I miss it, and I want some nice under eyes at some point this month. So I'm going to pull this as well. Okay, what else do I want to pull? Oh, this is so exciting. Okay, you know what? I think, no. Let's not do that. Okay, so in terms of bronzer, I think I want to pull this. This is from Kindr Beauty, and I have the teensiest little sort of pan, but it's also kind of, it broke on me, so it's kind of a cheap pan, but I took it anyway. I think I want to get some more use out of this, and this is actually a really nice color, and I think it's a good color for now too. So I'm going to pull this, as messy as it is, and that one is going to be pulled. And then I think my bronzers, I have some duos here that I never go into. Maybe I should go into them. Like this. I think I'm going to pull this. This is the Ofra blush highlighter, the Snuggle Up. So obviously you got the highlighter and you have the blush, and they are quite pretty. They are quite pretty. Definitely this blush is quite pretty too. Ooh, I don't know if that's noticeable, but yeah, I think these are quite pretty. So I'm going to pull that one. Okay, in terms of primers, I wanted to pull my Bobbi Brown because it's getting old, and it's getting down there. And I thought about, oh, do I need to rebuy this, you know, because I saw it on sale. I was like, no, why don't you use it first before you buy it again? So I listened to my little brain last night. That was last night. So I'm gonna pull this, get it some more use. It's really moisturizing and I really do enjoy it. I think also I'm gonna pull an illuminating primer for those days where I don't wanna wear too much. So the options would be the Nabla Angel Aura, the It's Glow Prime, which I did have in last month, so I don't think I'm going to pull that, or this Technique one, which is like an illuminating primer with hyaluronic acid, or I could pull this one, although I had it in a Shop My Stash a few months ago. I could pull my collection. That's not actually very illuminating. Okay, so I think I'm going to pull the Technique one because I haven't used this one out of the three in the longest time. So hello, focus, hello, there you are. So I'm gonna pull this one and we'll see. Do you guys like my nails? I'll tell you what I used, just in case anyone's asking. I used a shade from this palette, the What's a Beauty. I used Scales. It's this green, but it actually is a purple. It's so crazy. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but very, very interesting shade. I just did that today. Kind of messy, but whatever. Okay, so that's all I'm picking. Do I want to pick something else? I don't have a face palette. I kind of want to pick some face palettes. I kind of want to. Oh, I haven't used this in a while. The Peachy from SheGlam. So I really like this shade. These are kind of pretty. I haven't really messed around with these too much. So I'm going to pull this, because I feel like last month I didn't pull enough for my Shop My Stash, and I kind of realized, you know, they're not like project pan items. I can use them once and just be fine with it. And I just felt like I didn't pull enough. So I want to pull a little bit more this time. I think I'm going to grab my Nabla smoothing pressed powder in the close-up. Love this. It's a rebuy of mine. And I think in terms of a palette, I just picked a palette. What am I talking about? I don't need anything else in here, right? I've got my foundations. I didn't really pick a blush. Oh yes, no. I want to pick this one, the single blusher from the same. I only used this once in my little first impressions video. I want to use it again. So I want to pull that, but I also want to pull something else. Maybe this one, the MAC Valley Precious. This is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna pull this as well. Let's just pull everything. Let me use my makeup, please. Thank you. Yes, thank you. It's nice to use your makeup. Oh, and also, actually, I wanted to pull this. This is from Kiko Milano. This is my favorite highlighter ever since I discovered it. My favorite highlighter was the MAC. This is Whisper of Guilt, which I have yet to repurchase because I just don't need it. But this is gorgeous. Like you can see, like I've kept this whole time because I still have tiny little remnants around the side, and I didn't even like try to really project pan this. I did, but I didn't. This is the second time. This is the second one I've ever finished, and I love it. It's my pride and joy. But this Unexpected Paradise from Kiko Milano, Light of Venus. It is beautiful, and it reminds me of the MAC one. It really does. It's a little bit less bronzy because I used the MAC one as a bronze top or two. But this is beautiful, so I want to pull this. Hopefully I still enjoy it. All right, this is the drawer where I keep all of my lovely lip products and also a lot of my eyeshadow, like the smaller sort of medium size, or just like a lot of the smaller stuff. These are all of my GlossGods back here, by the way, apart from one. I didn't realize I had so many. I have 7 GlossGods palette, which is kind of crazy. Okay, so I'm thinking in here what I want to pull. I'm not going to pull any lip products, but I think I might pull some fun little shade from, no, I don't want these glitters. I want to pull a fun shade from Colourpop. So it's going to be like maybe one of these. So these were in the Hocus Pocus 2 collection, and this is Come to Play and SheGlam. I think I want to pull SheGlam for the fun of it, because I haven't gone into these and I was worried that they were dried up, and they are pretty dry, but I swatched them and they still looked beautiful. So it's kind of messy, but anyway, I want to go into it because I actually, let me pull both of them. I'm going to pull both of them. I'm not going to pull the other one because I pulled the other one a couple of months ago, so I gave it some love. I'm going to pull these two though because I haven't given them any love and I want to. I also want to pull this. This is a weird liner where it was starting to bleed. Is this the one that was bleeding? Which is the one that, oh no, this one. So I have a few of these from GlossGods. They were in the What's Your Power bundle last year, and they're water activated liners, and you have the two different shades. This one though has bled so much and it made such a mess down in there because it was on its side. So I want to pull this just to see if it's still okay, and maybe do some nice sort of tealy blue green liners this month. Or maybe not. Maybe I won't touch it at all, but I'm going to pull it anyway. I want to pull my Nars Afterglow. I really love this palette and I haven't used it in a while, and it's just such a beautiful summery palette for me. So I'm definitely going to pull this. I think I'm also going to pull the Gal on Venus from GlossGods because I didn't get enough use out of it. I had a fun little look with it, but I really feel like I want to do at least 1 or 2 more looks with this. So I'm going to pull this as well. I don't think I want to pull any other palettes in this drawer, so let's move on. Alright, so this is where I keep the rest of my palettes, obviously, that I'm not working on. I definitely want to pull my Delicious Delights this month from Cosmic Brushes. I have been wanting to go back into this. It is so beautiful for summer. I mean, also for spring, but like we're in summer now, so whatever. I just want to use this. I just want to have a play around, have fun with it, play with this beautiful duochrome over here that flips green and red. Just have some fun. I think actually pairing this with the Gal on Venus from GlossGods is going to be a lot of fun as well. So that one I definitely want to pull. Do I want to pull anything else? I'm wary that I have a lot of eyeshadow out already. I did also, remember, keep this to the side. So far I have pulled, I would have all of these to work on, which is 4 palettes plus everything else. I did want to pull my Moonshroom, to be fair, because I did do a 3 looks 1 palette, but I really wanted to use this again. But now I'm looking at it and it might be more old to me. Maybe I'll wait for the fall for this one. It's a little bit past now. It's past spring. Maybe I don't want to use that. I did also want to bring out my Earthly palette from Beauty Bay, or even my Yasmin palette from My LA Beauty, which is a beautiful one too. Oh god, the problem is there's just too many. It's too many nice ones. I think I'm gonna just grab these for now. I don't want to overwhelm myself too much because I can go into these anytime I want if I do actually want to. They are always there. It's just for my Shop My Stash. I'm gonna pull items that I hopefully will use. So yeah, let's do that. Hey guys, so I actually have to be completely honest with you. I filmed a whole get ready with me with all of those products yesterday, and I edited the video. I was all ready for it to go live tomorrow, but I have rewatched that video over and over again and I can't bear myself to post that video. The look that I created was just so atrocious and not to the like caliber that I would like to post to the internet. So we're gonna go again. It is like 10 o'clock in the evening, but I don't really care. I would like to do a get ready with me. I like to add these to my Shop My Stashes. Whether it makes sense to do it now is beside the point. I've already done all my skincare for the evening. I brushed my teeth. I was lying in bed and I was like, you know what? I am not gonna post that video. So here we are. I am here. Where is my mirror? I brought my mirror. Okay, it's over here. I brought all of my makeup over here because it's so pitch black dark now. I do have my box light, but I don't have it positioned in a way that makes sense for me to sit over there where I normally film. So I'm sitting at my desk. It's fine. This is like old school. I used to sit at my desk and do my videos all the time. And honestly, maybe I prefer it that way. So So we're just gonna go in, we're gonna use some of the product that I pulled. We're gonna try to do a nice little makeup look, and we're just going to keep it real. So I'm not gonna prime my skin. I did pull the Technique Illuminating Primer, which I did use, and I think I might have to declutter this. It's so bad. I'm not gonna use that right now because my skin is actually pretty tacky from all the skincare that I have just put on, but I'm gonna go in with the Sika Clearing BB Cream because I think it might be interesting to show you how it is. This one I've actually used already today, earlier, because I shot my stash yesterday. It's all a mess. My filming is all over the place, but I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand. It's actually kind of a lot, and I have this like weird little sponge here that I've been starting to use. Just gonna dab it and go straight in, and we're gonna do this. So yeah, the day that I'm filming this is a Tuesday. I'm posting it tomorrow. I've already, like, the whole shot my stash part I filmed at this point like 3 days ago, something like that. So yeah, I spent a couple days since I've been using some of these items, and I just wanted to go in. So I don't know if you can see it. Actually, I don't know if the lighting is too good. I have like a little bit of a ring light here. I really don't generally use this ring light when I'm on like Zoom calls and stuff because I'm in the corner of the room, and if it's a little dark, I put my ring light on so people can see me because I'm that vain. But I generally don't use, I haven't used a ring light in a really long time for like actual videos, but I've been meaning to buy a good one that I can use, because as much as I like the natural lighting in my videos, it does make the editing process pretty difficult because sometimes there's a lot more exposure depending on where the sun is and the time of day that I'm filming. So my videos are always like different colors or different, like they're kind of like off balance. They're never like the same sort of saturation or even hue, because if the sun is out, then a lot of my videos are very warm tone. If it's cloudy, then they're all like cool tone, and you know, sometimes it makes like the different makeup looks look a little bit different, and it's harder to like really show products in a decent way because it's kind of like how they're looking. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. I actually really like this. It's the Pareto one. I really like it. It's a really lightweight coverage, so you know, if you want like a full coverage, you're not gonna get it, but it is just a BB cream. Yeah, I just didn't want to post that video. I'm so sorry that I'm being silly about it. I mean, it's probably okay. There's nothing like terrible about what I did. It's just, I just felt like it wasn't what I wanted to represent because I looked like an idiot. Having a super stressful week, like beyond stressful week. So I think filming wise, I'm just completely off my game. I actually woke up with a huge panic attack last night. So I don't know, I'm just not really doing very well, I think, mentally. I don't know, like I was looking at some videos that I posted this time last year, and I was just so much happier and I looked so much better, and I'm just like in my head at the moment. I'm just feeling really down on myself, and I don't know, there's been like some things going on with a friend of mine, and it's just really put me down. I don't know if anyone ever feels this way, but I just feel so let down by people in general. So because of that, I close myself off quite a lot. I'm just gonna clean up my brows a little bit with this concealer. So I don't know, I just feel like I'm being let down by a friend of mine, and I do feel like that's happened to me several times in my life where I've had friends, like good friends that I would call like a best friend, and they would just let me down and kind of give up on being my friend in a way that is meaningful, like caring about my family, caring about my son, asking how my son is, like literally does not give a shit. And you know, he is, oh my gosh, I'm pilling. I think it's This BB cream hasn't pilled on me before, but I think it might be because of the skincare that I put on. I did put some eye cream on. Oh, I'm just like cursed. This video is just cursed. Like, my son is like, you know, if you don't have children, it's kind of hard to really relate to somebody who does have children. And I think I'm gonna go into this because I want to go into this cream bronzer shade in the this is the SheGlam Peachy palette. I haven't really messed around with this too much. It's kind of a highlighter, to be fair, so maybe I shouldn't do it now, but it is a cream, so I kind of want to get my creams over with. I don't have too many creams, so I think we're just gonna go into this. Anyway, I just feel like for me, it's just been so hard to stay friends with people in general, just because of the life that I've lived. I've moved around for like majority of my life. I've moved around, and I do find it hard to open up to people. And then when I do, and I let someone in my life and I'm open and honest with them, and I kind of don't get that back, it really just upsets me beyond belief. And I'm sure people can relate to this, and if not, then I guess you're lucky. But oh my gosh, I've just been like in my head the last week, I would say, just feeling really down, and it hasn't helped that the weather hasn't been very good. I know that sounds so stupid, but I wait all year long for the nice weather to come. Like, we live in a climate where, you know, there's humidity, there's a lot of rain because we live right by the sea, so we get a lot of overcast from it. We get a lot of sea weather, which is not the best, right? And so I kind of spend my whole life, no, my whole year waiting for the summer to start. It's kind of like living in England in a way, but not as bad. And we got a huge chunk of, I mean, I don't think that probably did anything, to be fair. I really don't think they did anything. Anyway, we got a huge like wave of summer a couple weeks ago, and I got like nice and tan and everything, and that was lovely. And I thought, okay, it's here, this is it, we're gonna do it. And going into the Kindr Beauty, this actually broke on me. Some really nice weather a couple weeks ago, and then it all just disappeared. It disappeared, and I don't know, this weekend was pretty rough. It really was, just because my son was off for 3 days, and those 3 days it was really just crappy weather. We had a big thunder and lightning storm on Friday, and then quite a lot of rain, and then just overcast the whole weekend, but not like in a nice overcast, like a gloomy, miserable, wintry overcast. And it's June, like that shouldn't be happening in my mind. I don't feel like that should be happening, right? Especially where I live in Portugal. You don't really, you know, people are like, oh, you live in Portugal, the weather must be so nice all the time. No, it isn't. I'm telling you, it is not. And actually where I live in Portugal is even worse. I live like kind of like the middle of Portugal on the coast, but like Portugal's like a long rectangle shaped country. I live in the middle of the country on the coast, and obviously down south it's the Algarve and it's much nicer weather. But actually up top too, they have a lot of cover from the mountains from Spain, so they actually get really hot weather too. And we just get a lot of the, you know, in the Atlantic Ocean there's all those undercurrents, and all of the weather, you know, all the bad weather that comes across the Atlantic, and some of it comes from the UK. It hits us first before it goes up to the UK, so it's all like swirling, and we're right there in the center where all of that horrible like rain is coming from, or, you know, just the overcast and the miserable, gloomy, it's warm weather. It's not like cold weather, but it's miserable and gloomy and just not my cup of tea. So yeah, I'm going with a light hand just because I just want to have a pretty look. I don't want to have a crazy silly look. Okay, so anyway, I've just been like feeling down, and you know, I want to be up and energetic in videos because nobody wants to watch a miserable person. I know I usually don't, But I also like find comfort in seeing someone else feel the same way that I feel sometimes. I'm gonna go in with the Ofra blush. I'm actually using products I did not use yesterday because I do not want to have the same thing happen to me. So I'm just like trying to just do something different, and yeah, so far so good. But I don't know, I'm just, sometimes you gotta have like talk through things, and I'm the type of person, like, I don't really like conflict. So as much as I feel this way about my friend, I don't want to confront her or like explain my feelings. I'm one to feel a certain way, bottle them up, and then just hide and basically pretend I don't care. But obviously deep down I do care. Like, I am upset. Like, I was even talking to my mother on, I think it was Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday because it was boring, we weren't doing anything. And I like started crying to her. I'm like, why? And I'm a 34-year-old woman with a child, and I'm crying on the phone to my mother about a friend. Like, I feel like I'm back in school, but that's just how I feel. I just feel like it's just really hard for me to be vulnerable with a human being, regardless of who it is. I find it hard to be truly open. So the few people that I have been open with, and just myself with, when they let me down, it's actually like hurtful. I take it very personally. And honestly, the other side of the sort of coin, they might not even be realizing that they're doing that to me, but I am very sensitive, and I just feel like that's what's going on. I'm gonna go into this shade here from the SheGlam. It's more of like a shimmer blush, but yeah, I'm kind of liking this base so far. Maybe it's because of the skincare that I put on, I don't really know. I just feel like an idiot because, like I said, I'm a 34-year-old woman. I'm going to be 35 in September. I'm like acting like a child, really, like, with caring about this type of stuff. But I don't know, I just do. I you know, I don't have that many people in my life that I can call like real friends, and you know, I have a lot of acquaintances, but I don't have a lot of friends. I really don't. And this is, it's like a pattern. It's not just like it's happened with one person, and it's like, it's a pattern where, you know, I have a good friend and, or best friend, I call him my best friend, and then they just stop caring. That's basically what it is. And so I have to, like, in some way try not to take that personally, because everybody has their own lives, including me, and I'm not the best friend in the world. I know I'm not, because I'm just in my own world as it is too. So I don't know, you let me know if you've ever like experienced it. I don't know, I'm not in a good headspace, and I didn't think it would be affecting me the way it does, but it is. And I don't really want to go into too much detail. I don't think she watches my channel. Again, another thing that she couldn't give a shit about, but maybe she does, so I don't think she watches my channel, because she's not really in my, I don't feel like she's ever really like been that supportive, so it doesn't matter. But I still don't want to like go through absolutely everything of what I'm annoyed about and hurt about, but just in a general sense of things, I just feel like people tend to just stop giving a shit. And I can definitely think of a few people where this has happened with. So the common denominator is me. And obviously people change, they grow up. And I have changed quite a lot. I don't drink anymore. I'm a mother now, so you know, there's different things that are more of a priority for me at the moment than other things that if you are not a mother, or if you do like going out and drinking and all that stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to be able to go out and drink all the time, but it's just not good for my mental health. It wasn't good for me at all. And I just decided to stop doing that. I have had the occasional like cocktail here and there, but actually it's been quite a while since I've had anything. I think I'm gonna go into this green right here. Just have a I'm just gonna have fun. I think also in my get ready with me yesterday, I was kind of rushing it because I needed to like just rush it. And I don't know, I feel like because I did that, I didn't really enjoy the look that I created because I didn't really think about it too well. So I don't know, we're just gonna play around and add a little bit of this zesty shade from the Delicious Delights from Cosmic Brushes. So I don't know, let me know if you kind of understand what I'm going through. I mean, if you don't, that's absolutely fine too. I feel like I'm just moaning at this point, and maybe I'm just one of these moaning Myrtle women who just, I don't know, always has an issue. I don't feel like I do though. I feel like I'm very understanding. I feel like, you know, I'm very lenient and patient. Well, maybe not patient, but I think with friends I am. And you know what? I don't know. These are girls where I was their like bridesmaids at their weddings. You know, it's not like we were just like friends. We were like friends, you know. So it's fine. It's fine. It's just different aspects of life that you go through, and you kind of realize people are just not there to stay all the time. And I knew that, like I know that. That's obviously common sense. I know that from just already being alive, you know, that's just one of the things that happens. But I joined a Facebook group for people like expats who live in my town, like the town over. So we'll see. I'm gonna wait to see like what events they have popping up. From what I've seen from past events, they had like these Gen X only meetups, which is very exclusive. Like I feel like they're being ageist, but like the opposite way. So obviously I'm not a Gen X. So they want people from 1968 to 1980. They say, oh, anyone can join, but we're target people to meet up would be those people. So, you know, I'm trying to meet people, and you know, there's like requirements of the age that you have to meet up with these people, and whatever, it is what it is. All right, I'm gonna go into the Summer in Tropez from BH, and I think I'm gonna go into Coastline over here. I'm gonna put that kind of in the middle here, I think. Just play around with it. I mean, obviously this has flecks of green. I think it will go. I don't know if I automatically went to green because I'm wearing a green jumper. Maybe, I'm not sure. But these palettes don't have a lot of green in them. So I do want to put a different pop of color somewhere and make this somewhat interesting, but haven't decided how I'm going to do that. So yeah, anyway, back to work. I've been really stressed out this week. I'm getting really bad anxiety from work as well. This happened to me a couple years ago. I've been actually pretty fine the last few months, but definitely not right now. And that hasn't been fun either. So I just feel like a lot of things are adding up, and just like, I don't know, there's like a weight on my shoulder, and it's not fun. It's not a fun feeling at all. And you know, I'm sure a lot of it is me putting that weight on myself already, so it's fine. It's just one of those things. Okay, we've been waiting. We're gonna go into this shade. I'm gonna go into here, which is Astral Ascent. So this flips red to green, and I think it would be perfect to go into this look. So we're gonna put this over here. Oh, that's pretty, right? Can you see that flip? I think it's really pretty. It's like a reptilian almost. How fun. Yeah, I just think These types of shades are fun. Are they super wearable? Could you wear this at work? I mean, you absolutely could. I probably could because I work from home. So, you know, not everybody sees me. So yeah, absolutely I could, but I have nothing to, oh, I do have a piece. I have a tissue right here. Okay, great. So, oh yes, also I have the Jelly Much shadows from Colourpop. So this is where I'm going to get some color. So obviously this one would work really, really well. I think I might pop a little bit of that. It might be nice to have a little bit of the purple as well. Yeah, I was curious because my Chilling in Chicago from BH Cosmetic is not doing very well in terms of like the formula. And this is definitely the second oldest BH, sorry I'm lining you, the second BH Cosmetic, like oldest BH Cosmetic. Ugh. It's the second one that's the oldest. And so that is so much fun, but I definitely want to do it a little bit more. I want to do some more stuff. So we're going to go into this shade. We're going to have a look and see what we can do. This actually does feel pretty dry. Oh, looks like it's all dried out, this one. Oh, it's picking up a little bit. Yeah, these are definitely going. But I feel like I could add something, like some oil, to revive it. So I'm not going to say goodbye to it. Oh, look at that. That's very, very pretty. I don't know, because my lighting isn't very good over here. But that is so pretty, right? I feel like that's really pretty. So I'm sorry this has been such a downer. I mean, obviously this is just like a shop my stash video, not really a video where you want to divulge your deepest secrets, which I'm not at all. It's just, you know, stuff that's going on with me. And if you care, then that's great. Thank you so much. If you don't, you can click away. I've seen, because on YouTube, you can see like the amount of shares you get. I get like, my videos get shares. I'm just wondering like why are you guys sharing my video? And who are you sharing it to? Also, I see some of my viewers watch, YouTube tells you, I don't know where they tell you, but they do like a weekly recap sometimes, and I sometimes look through them. And one time they said that a lot of people were watching my videos on the TV, which I found like kind of funny, because that's like the last place that I watch YouTube. So that was pretty cool. But like me on the big screen, oh my goodness, are you serious? You can see like all of the pores, you can see all of the wrinkles. Like why would you can see like all of the I mean, if you've got a good TV, you can see all of that. Why would you subject yourself to seeing all of that on my video? Why? I mean, come on, that is crazy. But yeah, I'm curious where people share the video. I don't know if you're just sharing it with your friends, or you're sharing it to like your own personal like spot where you'll watch it separately on another time or something, because you can obviously like click save later, and that saves the video for later. So I don't know, I thought that was interesting. Okay, so this is going a lot better than the look that I did yesterday. It is actually the complete opposite of what I did, but I'm very much enjoying it quite a bit more. I'm not gonna go in with the purple because I think that would just be like overkill. I haven't done, no, I did do concealer. Everything's doing fine. So what I did yesterday was I went into my water activated liner, and I'm starting to think these aren't the best quality, or maybe it's just user error, but these are from GlossGods and I have a bunch of them, but I don't know, I just don't feel like I'm doing the right thing with that. So I don't know, you'll have to let me know. My Misha mascara, because I do feel like the MAC one is slowly getting dry on me. So it might be time to call it an empty, because I don't feel like it's as volumizing as it used to be. Oh, and then I want to go into this highlighter that I pulled as well, but let's do the eyes first. So yeah, I would be curious to hear your thoughts about everything I've spoken about. I really would. I know I'm not very good at getting back to people's comments, but I really appreciate them, and I do feel somewhat close to some of you who I see like comment quite a bit. And it's really fun to just see people who either can relate or can offer advice. because obviously I do read all of it and it can bring me some joy. I kind of like it. It's understated. It's not a serious look. We're not doing a serious look. I'm very shiny. I'm aware I'm very, very shiny. I'm getting a bit hot and shiny. So let's do some mattifying. This is obviously the Nabla powder. Let's go in with a big fluffy brush. And let's just get rid of some of this shine. All right, this might be a mistake, but I thought we would grab a lip product that I haven't used in a while. This is the Becca lipstick in the shade Poppy. And it is this gorgeous coral shade. And I feel like going into this now. So that's what we're going to do. Also, do you think I should confront her? Like, I haven't actually like told you what's going on, but do you think I should tell her how I'm feeling? Because I feel like at the same time I'm probably just somebody who's moaning, like whining or whatever, and it's probably not that serious. Like, I have the sense that I'm probably blowing it out of proportion, but I do kind of feel like people's feelings should be heard. To an extent, obviously. Yes, I love me a good corally lip. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love it. I do. I like this. This is so much better. My skin looks so nice too. I'm wondering if it's because of the lighting. So I can kind of see that. Oh, we never put this on. What am I doing? I'm looking in this and I never put this on. So let's put a little bit of this on. But I was just gonna say, I'm noticing the SheGlam sort of bronzer that I put on. You can actually see it. It's not really a bronzer, but anyway, I'm gonna put this on a little bit. Oh my god, a little bit. A little bit? Oh, are you kidding me? A lot on my nose. But anyway, I think, yeah, I think it's been a while since my skin has looked this dewy on camera. Maybe it must be the soft lighting. Maybe I should feel more like this because it actually is kind of nice. You know, in the harsh day light of the sun and then me turning the exposure down. Oh my goodness, you see every single wrinkle, especially if you watch it in HD, my videos, and if you watch it on your full screen TV, oh my goodness, who are you? Okay, anyway, I'm gonna go. I've been talking too much. I do kind of need to go to bed at this point. I do have work in the morning. I could be like all cozy in bed reading my book and I'm here, which is absolutely fine, but anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. If you did make it this far, give me a little like, what should we say? Like, I kind of feel like put an orange in a comment. There won't be anybody who puts an orange in the comment, but if you do, thank you so much. So like a little orange emoji, that would be really cute. Just with my orange lips, I think that would be fun. But if you don't, that's absolutely fine. I won't take offense. Nobody watches my videos all the way through. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next time and hope everyone's doing well. And if you are not, then tomorrow's another day. So you just gotta keep on going. So anyway, thanks. Bye.